Hello Magic fans, I'm Beef and welcome back to another standard gameplay video, and keeping up with the spooky season theme, we are playing a mixed tribal deck of what I'm calling horrific nightmares. So our creatures are either horrors or nightmares, and we do have, I think, one that isn't any of those. But starting off with our horrors, they are mainly overlords. All the overlords from Dustmourn are horrors. So we've got Overlord of the Balmerk, 5 mana, 5/5, but we can impend for 2. When it enters mill 4 cards, then we may return a non-avatar creature card or a planeswalker card from our graveyard to our hand. So all the overlords are avatar horrors, so we can't get back another overlord, which is a bit of a non-bo, because we do have a few overlords, but we can get back anything else. And it doesn't say from cards milled this way. So if we have something in the graveyard, we can play an overlord or attack with an overlord and then get back anything that's not an avatar. Then we do have Overlord of the Boiler Bilges, 6 mana, 5/5, but you can pen for 4. When it enters or attacks, deals 4 damage to any target, so great removal. And then 1 copy of the Overlord of the Floodpits, a 5 mana, 5/3, and we can impend for 3. And it's a flyer. When it enters or attacks, we draw 2 and then discard a card. And then our last horror is Chupacabra Echo, a callback to a Brawl staple you've seen loads of time, Ravenous Chupacabra, 4 mana, 3/2. The Ravenous Chupacabra, when it enters, destroys target creature. The Chupacabra Echo has Fathomless Descent, so when it enters, target creature and opponent control gets -X till end of turn, where X is the number of permanent cards in our graveyard. So this can often give -4, -4, -5, -5, or bigger than that. And the reason why we're playing this is because of our self-mill through the Overlord and various other things. Sometimes we mill out all our nowhere to run. So I did play with those originally. Or, we do have a bit of Triumph, but this is a creature card that we can mill and then get back with Overlord or through our reanimation. Next up, we have the Nightmares, and all the fear ofs from Dustmourn are nightmares. So in the 1-drop, we have 2 copies of Fear of Lost Teeth, 1 mana, 1/1. When it dies, it deals 1 damage to any target, and we gain 1 life. So that can basically, it can block a X2 and then kill it, or chump something that can kill an X1. And then we have 2 copies of Fear of Isolation, a 2 mana, 2/3 flyer. As additional cost to cast a spell, return permanent card we control its owner's hand. So I did play with Nowhere to Run, and we could bounce that, but we were just milling too many of them and they weren't getting value from them. So took those out and went down the number of Fear Isolations. Obviously, we can bounce, if you want to bounce an Impended Overlord, or, bounce a Chupacabra Echo to get the additional value, or to bounce a 1-drop, we can do that as well. Then we've got 4 copies of Fear of Missing Out, a very powerful card, but we've seen loads before. 2 mana, 2/3. When it enters, discard a card, then draw a card. And if we have Delirium, meaning there are 4 or more types among cards in our graveyard, when it attacks, we untap target creature. After this phase, there's additional combat phase. So untapping one of our overlords is really, really great. Or a huge, cruel Somnophage, a nightmare that isn't from Dustmourn. So it has an adventure side, can't wake up. 1 on the blue, target player mills 4 cards. And then its body side, 2 mana. Its power and toughness each equal to the number of creature cards in all graveyards. That means if there are no creature cards, it will be a 0/0 and die. But often this can be a 10/10 because we'll have a lot of stuff in our graveyard and our opponent probably have a few things in there as well. Then we have Dreadwing Scavenger, another non-fear of nightmare. 3 mana, 2/2 flyer. Whenever it enters or attacks, draw a card, then discard a card. That's really good. And then we have Threshold, meaning for 7 or more cards in our graveyard, it gets +1/+1 and Death Touch. And then we do have Fear of Infinity, which we actually rarely play. Basically, it's a 3 mana, 2/2 flying lifelink, so not terrible. And it can't block, but whenever an enchantment we control enters, or whenever we fully lock a room, we don't have any rooms, we may return this card from our graveyard to our hand. So all the fear ofs are enchantment creatures. So we can pitch this to things like Fear of Missing Out or Dreadwing Scavenger, or if we, mill it with Overlord of the Balmerk or Cruel Somnophage, it's not the end of the world because we play one of our fear ofs, they're all enchantments, and we get it back into hand. So we can either play it then, or we can just use it as discard fodder. And then one of the only creature that isn't a nightmare or a horror is Vargav's Faithful. We have 2 of these. 1 mana, 1/1, and then we can pay for to sack it. Return target creature card from our graveyard to the battlefield. Activate as a sorcery. Again, I did have Zombify, but we were just milling it too much. And this, we can mill this or discard this and then we know we can get it back with our Overlord later on. And then we just have 4 copies of Bill of Triumph to go with our removal, along with our Chupacabra Elcro and Overlord or the Boiler Builders. Mana base, as you would expect. We only have a couple of red cards, even though Overlord does require 2 red even to impend it. So we do have Rockus Theatre and Blazemar Verge and Cavern of Souls. We have 4 of these, so we can split these between Avatar and Horror, and then Starting Town can get, can tap for anything. So that's a deck. It's not particularly powerful, but it is good fun and obviously pretty spooky for Halloween season. Hope you all enjoy it. If you do, please remember to like and subscribe. I'll give a shout out to my patrons. They are Arcadius, Mihal, Thomas, and Adrian. Thank you very much for your support. Thank you everyone else for your support, and I'll see you all in the gameplay. Our opponent goes first. We've got an okay hand. We do need another red mana for Overlord. There's another red mana. We can just get you back if we need you with Overlord. We'll pitch another one. Let's take back one of our fear of missing outs. What more discard do you have? Great. Fun. Oh, there's another Overlord. Well, now we can impend. How big are you? Pretty big. We'll just take out our own fear of missing out. Ditch you. Oh. Let's get you down. Don't need you for now. Yeah, and let's Chupacabra Echo the whole carver. And hopefully they don't have a way to make us discard our Overlord. I mean, if I attach that device beetle, we will definitely block. Full strength Overlord. We'll get back you. And we do have an Overlord of the Balmerk online. I mean, you. Do you have another one? They do not. I don't think they do. Is that you done, or are you going to level up? Well, let's cross on the phage. So I think I will go to combat now. And let's Fear of Infinity. And we'll hold back the Fear of Lost Teeth. No, doesn't really matter. If they go land, Deadly Cover Up, will not be happy. No, we have quite a lot of power on the board. We can do, what is it, 18 just from our 2 Overlords. We go first. We have a lot of Overlords. So yeah, turn 2, impend. Turn 3, maybe impend. Turn 4, maybe impend. Let's see what our opponent's up to. At least we can fill our graveyard a lot. Can't get those Overlords back though. Which is kind of annoying. Do you want to do something? Maybe. There we go. Don't need another one of you. Zombify is good, because then we can get back one of our many Overlords. We'll actually get back the Fear of Missing Out. Just tap out so we can zombify back an Overlord. Well, you ain't counting anything with 1 red, are you? Win Nightmare. No, Horror. You have a Burst Lightning. I'm imagining, unless they've got a... They could have a 1 mana buff spell. But now what do they have? So we need multiple burn spells to take out the Overlord. Well, let's swing in then. I don't think they could get the Immolator up to 5 without a buff spell. Fair enough. So they can kill the Overlord. That's Fear of Missing Out. And then let's Overlord again. Impend another Overlord. Let's get back another Fear of Missing Out. Do have another Zombify. Yeah, that dive down with their one blue. Great. Pitch you. Well, we are getting an Overlord. But the Talarian Terror is kind of annoying. I imagine they have Eddie Muck crabs as well. Drawing 3 cards. Is that a wizard? That is a wizard. Oh, they're just going to try and blow up. Yeah, fair enough. Right. You can have some additional combat. Let's get back a scavenger. There you are. Oh, we wanted that zombify. Let's get a Fear of Isolation. We'll pick up a Nowhere to Run. And we get another Overlord. That can kill something. Probably. Well, let's swing in. How many cards? 22. We need to be a bit careful. Let's get a scavenger as well. How do they block? Do they have another dive down or something? Obviously, they know we've got to know where to run. I think they have another one. But obviously, know where they're on does turn off hexproof. They would have to sack it now. Fine, it does 2 to it. And they block with the Lava Runner. But yeah, we do get there in the end. How many do we have left? 10. Oh, that was tight. We go first. Can't Fear of Lost Teeth on turn 1, but not the end of the world. We'll keep that for now. Oh, good. Poor patch. Malela's impend. Doesn't really matter. We'll get it back next turn anyway. And next turn we get another Undercity Sewers. Actually, no, we will get down the mountain and the Fear of Infinity. Actually, no, we'll get down the Scavenger. And we will pitch the Fear of Infinity. They're not attacking. Well, let us get down a Fear of Lost Teeth, which gets us back a Fear of Infinity, and then we can get down a Fear of Missing Out and ditch the Fear again. It's a bit of a odd move, I think. Yeah, we are lacking with removal, and we will swing in. Let's pitch a Faithful for now, because we can get it back with the Overlord. They get to put a counter on the Orboroid, but we will be killing the Orboroid. Let's pay 3 life. And let's get down a Fear of Missing Out. And then we can just ditch the Fear of Infinity again. Let's ditch the Vagavos Faithful. Chupacabra is good if I have another Orboroid, which they don't seem to, and they do scoop. Our opponent goes first. I need 2 lands. Two lands in a very expensive deck. Up against Golgari. We will play this on Horror. And we will impend. Let's get the Echo back. They have their own Overlord. Well, we don't have great removal. Let's mill. Why the... Oh, yeah, I tapped that horrendously. At least we can kill that. We'll play this on Horror as well. Oh, we can kill it. with an Overlord. And we do have another Overlord. What do they have? Please not another Overlord. Full strength Overlord. Are you just going to get the Ouroboros? Of course you are. Well, we're about to take a whack. If they want to carry on, obviously. Well, that's a pretty good blocker. What we could do then is horror. We can only pay out one. Let's impend then. Let's get a fear of missing out. Lack of extra lands is starting to get annoying because then we can only do one thing. There is the Ouroboros. Come on, swing in. Okay, you are swinging in. Holy cow. Like, how many Ouroboros do you blooming have? I'm going to get this down so it can block the Brood Tender. But we do have an Overlord of our own. They're about to get one as well. And if we draw that, and if we draw a land, they're about to transform X there. For draw land, we can full power an Overlord of the Boiler Bilges. I think you should have played out your Ouroboros personally. I mean, you have something. Don't you? Fine. Well, fortunately, we've just got to impend you, kill X-Death, and play out another Valgravos Faithful. Do we have anything in the graveyard we really want to get back? A big Cruel Somnophage? What else do you have? All right. Was that a mouse on Pulse? Yeah. Is that what you're going to get back? No. We will block with you. Because then what we do, we get back the echo. Take out you. Take out you. And there's a diamond weapon. There's the most annoying card going at the moment. I'd like another Valgavos Faithful. Or I suppose that will just do. Getting for 5. We get back another Overlord of the Balmerk. What do they have? The hell are you? Well, that's annoying. Let's mill. Let's get you down. Do we just are we just dead? Well, you've got to stay back. Yeah, we're just dead. Yeah. I don't know why they bothered blocking. They just need to attack all out and we're dead. Great. I don't know if they realise they have lethal. Because otherwise, why would you do all this? Yeah, that was stupid and a waste of time.